then we are discriminating by this law. That's why I put up legalized discrimination. That means this is not because of rule of law. This is rule by law on Rohingyas. Why we are suffering? Because of rule by law instead of rule of law. Where the root cause? We need to look to address the issues to get a sustainable solution for the Rohingyas. It started after independence. In 1948, after getting independence, our government enacted a law that is called 1948 Foreigner Registration Law. All foreigners who are resided within the nations are registered, and we are issue foreigner registration card to them according to this law. But we Rohingya not included on that law. That is proving that Rohingyas are not foreign, illegally resided within the nations. That's why we excluded under this framework of law. Then we look back to again independent treaty to get independent from the British. Our national hero, General Aung San drafted a constitution that is called 1947 Constitution. In 1947 Constitution, Section 11, subclause A, B, C, T, clearly stated citizen of Myanmar in 4 categories. The first one is a person is a citizen of Myanmar whose parents belongs to indigenous race. Second definition stated in the Constitution is a person is a citizen of Myanmar, one of whose grandparents belongs to indigenous race. Third definition in Clause D is a person is born within the Myanmar whose parents born within Myanmar as well. Living in Myanmar generation by generation is Burmese citizen. These 3 definitions we can see in related to native citizenship. These 3 clauses are clearly stated in related to citizenship of native peoples. To implement this citizenship issue for the native peoples or indigenous peoples of Myanmar, our government enacted 1948 Citizenship Act. There is a clause remain in 1947 Constitution for the citizen of Myanmar but non-native. It's stated a person was not born within the territories of Myanmar, but he was born under the British Majesty. He resided within the Myanmar before 1942 or before independence, living 8 years continuously out of 10 years, is deemed to be considered Burmese citizen. To implement these articles, our government enacted another citizenship law in 1948 that is called 1948 Citizenship Election Law. That means government giving the chance to the people to get chose to become citizen of Myanmar or to be maintain their citizenship under their original part of country. Whoever they to be the citizen of Myanmar already registers, and our government issues citizenship card to those people. That card is called UCC, Union Citizenship Certificate. But Rohingyas never fall down under that framework and categories. So I would like to highlight 2 points. Rohingyas are not foreigner, according to 1948 Foreigner Registration Law. Rohingyas are non-native categories under the 1948 Citizenship Election Law. The remaining one is 1948 Citizenship Act. That is for native peoples, that is for indigenous race. But unfortunately, we are unlucky. Our government never implemented this law. That's why all indigenous peoples, including Rohingyas, didn't get any citizenship card because of not implementation of 1948 Citizenship Act for the native peoples. Then in 1949, government enacted another law that is called 1949 Resident Registration. To implement this one, in 1951, government promulgated resident registration rule. According to this law and rule, all native peoples and indigenous people were issued national identity card. That is called national registration card. Our parents, our ancestors, and we are NRC card holders. That is mean we are native of Myanmar. We are indigenous people of Myanmar. That is confirmed. Why this type of restriction imposed on those peoples? That started in 1982. This is related to independent struggles. However, independent struggles led by General Aung San is destroyed by somebody by legalizing, by enacting repressing law. When 1982 citizenship law enacted to issue citizenship card to the native or indigenous peoples, government and local authority asked all peoples to surrender their identity card, so-called national registration card. All indigenous people, including Rohingyas, surrender their national registration card to the authority. Government issued citizenship scrutiny card to the all indigenous people except Rohingyas, according to 1982 citizenship law. But for the Rohingyas, when confiscated national registration card, after confiscations, authority issued temporary identity card. Some people say temporary registration card. The color is white card, so famous is white card, issued to the Rohingya peoples. Then start claiming they are illegal immigrants, came from Bangladesh. But government never stopped on that point. Also branded these peoples as a Bengali. Then imposed restriction on those peoples, such as movement of freedom started in 1995. And also restricted in a higher learning marriage restrictions. Rohingyas are not allowed to marry even though they are 18 years old. These people need to apply permission from the local authorities. After going through biogenetic tests, these people's couples are granted to marry. by the limitation of 2 child. So it started since 1994. So Rohingya peoples are not allowed to take medical treatments in the government hospitals. Rohingya peoples are not allowed to move from place to place without government permissions. They are not allowed to do religious practice. Rohingyas' religious buildings, particularly in Rakhine State, mosques, madrasa, are not allowed to do renovations, not allowed to do maintenance since 1994 as of today. That is only imposed restriction to the people who are living within the Rakhine State. That is means classify these people separately. Is it the imposements based on classifications to the Rohingyas? This is the first part. Then after confiscations of Rohingya documents, government is denying the presence of Rohingya in Rakhine State as well as in Myanmar. Also denying their bonds to Rakhine State or Rakhine State than Myanmar. That's me. And also branded as an illegal immigrant came from Bangladesh. How do you feel these items? This also has started since 1994. We Rohingyas are suffering more than 20 years, but invisible for the international community and as well as to the people who has obligations to protect these peoples. We are the invisible Rohingyas here to make sure to can see us visibly for our suffering. This imposement restriction is, we can see clearly symbolizations of Rohingyas who are living within the nations. Today we have 47,000 blacklisted Rohingya children, just 2 towns in Myanmar and Buddhism. That is proving when these people were given birth, at the birth of time they become stateless. Why government listed these people black child, unable to confirm their parents, their fathers. So how do you think this? Is there anywhere in the world any blacklisted peoples? Only on Rohingyas. Only on the peoples suffering more than 20 years. Only for the peoples who are invisible because of their cultures, because of their appearance, because of their political beliefs, because of their religion faith. Then also, everybody knows there is pre-planned, coordinated and organized crime against Rohingyas erupted in 2012. According to my research, data collections, more than 1,200 people were shot dead. What are people shot dead? They are not burned. They were not killed. They were shot dead. Who did? Why we close our eyes? Why we are unable to see? Why our power of eyes is very short. Then also, there are 235 Rohingyas were passed away due to medical treatment. This is only happened alone in Sittwe. That is also confirming. This attack, this is not conflict. This is the violence. We disagree the words conflict. We never attack them. We have the concrete documents. We can prove to everybody who are telling this is the conflict, not conflict, the violence against the Rohingyas. This already happens. Who pre-planned this thing? Who organized? Who coordinated? Just look into the publications of 2012 in the month of February by Mondo District Administrative Body and by Mondo District Police Security Forces, by Mondo District intended and pretended religious scholars clearly instigated this violence to happen in June. From there we can see clearly this is the pre-planned, coordinated and organized crime against Rohingyas. To the hate speech attack group by group is ongoing, but our leaders, our governments, our colleagues, our scholars, our community leaders, our democratic leaders are silenced. If somebody are silenced on ongoing hate speech is one of the crimes, because all leaders as well as government has right to protect minority from the influence of majorities. That's why there is no way to praise the people who are silent on this issue. There is the question to highlight who are silenced to protect minorities from the influence of majorities, from the attack of majorities. You can see also there is some resettlement in my countries, but still supporting the segregations. People say, particularly Western brothers, leaders, and community telling our government step up resettlement of elderly peoples. How do you feel these resettlements? There is no resettlements. This is part of segregations from Rohingya communities, from other diverse peoples. Resettlement started at the rural area and far away from downtowns. That is segregating these peoples who are living in the downtown area. That's why this is not resettlement, segregations. There is still people's influencing minority, telling that, killing them, hating them, not willing peaceful coexistence, not recognizing their basic right. This is part of pre-planned attack and again against Rohingya communities. So our presence denial, our documents, confiscations, and arbitrary detentions, blacklisted children are part of legalized discriminations toward the hidden dot. You can see the hidden dot now. Who can see the hidden dot? How to clear up hidden dot? who are responsible to define this hidden dot? How to uproot this hidden dot? By rule, by discrimination, rule by law. My experience since 1990, I would like to request all our community as well as to our international friends. There will be no any solutions just by dialogue without arbitrations. Our process to resolve the issue is two ways. One way is make constructive engagements with arbitration process. Are you going to support our arbitration process or try to implement responsibility to protect? How to make in place responsibility to protect? Just without arbitrations, engagement won't be work. By giving the words is all-inclusive process. This is what we have learned at the conference. Our government is very clear. Clearly make statements. Whoever tried to make engagements with our governments, we don't have Rohingyas in my country. There is no presence of Rohingyas. That's why no need to bring Rohingya people in all-inclusive process. You go democratic or reconciliation or peaceful coexistence. This government made clear. Still we are unable to make sure to make decisions. We are making constructive engagement for the inclusive or exclusive of Rohingyas. Please cooperate with us. Please support with our process and our strategy and our activities to address the sufferings of Rohingyas. Also to establish sustainable solution by making peaceful coexistence among the diverse peoples. Thank you.
The next speaker is Go. Do you want to go first?
Yeah, you may go first
Okay.
if you like to. Ladies first.
Yeah. Okay, then you go first, and then Mel will renew. But please try to shorten your statements because we're already 1 hour late, and I don't want to stop you. But I have to. And I have a short message for Ushriman as well. Yeah, no, I'm going to skip a lot.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good to see Burmese Mingalaba.
Microphone. Ciao, Kola.
Hello. Hello? Yeah. I would like to discuss with different things because a lot of scholars